Liz, you're gonna do whatever the hell you're gonna do. You always have. Just do me a favor. Look me in the eyes when you do it.
Expecting Volkov, but as luck would have it, he sold you out to Agent Keene. It's surprising she came to me instead of the Bureau, with the hope that I would kill you. I have other plans. First, understand, I didn't have to come here alone. In fact, I didn't have to come here at all. I could have sent 7 men and put an end to this war.
Why didn't you?
Because this entire affair, every ounce of pain and suffering that all of us have endured has been the result of a tragic and, frankly, mysterious misunderstanding, one I intend to correct. There's not much left I truly cherish in this world, but I swear, on those few things I still hold dear, I did not kill your daughter.
Words. The greater the words, the larger the lie. My daughter is dead. But yours, my men tell me you've been spending a lot of time together. Maybe when I'm done to your daughter what you did to mine, we can finally be even.
I'm sorry. Is this the daughter you're referring to? Because she's not my daughter. She's yours.
No.
You can't leave him alive.
Please go. I'll finish it. This is between us.
Do it quickly. I'll be waiting outside.
Hey, what happened to you? I went out front and you were gone.
There were police. Is it done?
Yes, he's dead. Call Ellie.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. It's about Tom. It's urgent.
I could lose my license for this. Go to jail.
You owe me.
Why aren't we at a hospital? He could die.
He cannot die.
I'm gonna need supplies, proper tools.
Steven, hey, it's me. Listen, your boat. Is it still sitting empty or did you find a buyer?
He's lost too much blood.
You're a Fed.
And he is responsible for Mira's death. You were her CI. You told me that if I found the man responsible...
I thought you were gonna arrest him.
I will. I just need you to babysit for a little while until I get some info. Let's get this straight. I did not save you because I care. I saved you because you have intel on Berlin. I want a name. Oh, I don't know, Tom. From where I'm sitting, you look like the bitch to me. Why you? Have you spied on others? Is this what you do?
No, I don't remember.
I want a name. What bank?
Monarch Douglas in Warsaw. It's where Berlin keeps his money.
What about accounts? Names of shell companies? Did you murder Jolene Parker? What do you know about Reddington?
I don't know.
What do you know about Reddington?
I told you I don't know!
What do you know about Reddington?
Stop asking me! I don't know!
When this is all over, when you are convinced that I have nothing left to offer, what then?
I asked you a question. Gina's and tacos.
Because you know when this is over, you're gonna have to kill me, right?
How often did you communicate with Berlin, his associates? Tell me about the guests at our wedding. If you want Ellie to look at that infection, you're gonna have to answer my question.
I need a doctor!
I need a name! What about the adoption?
We were married. Isn't that what married people do? You know, all this time, you never asked me if I ever really loved you.
Because I know the answer.
I don't think you do. You told me if I gave you Berlin, that you would let me go. But I knew the second that you brought me down here, that you had no intention of letting me leave. So here's the deal, Liz. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. You always have. Just do me one favor. Look me in the eyes when you do it.
Your daughter told me your name is Milos Kirkov. All these years, Mr. Kirkov, you believed with the blackest of hearts that I murdered your daughter. And yet here she is.
The story was wrong, Milos. Please enlighten me. What were you told and who did the telling?
It was in '91. The Soviet Union was falling apart. A small group of us, members of the Politburo, the military, KGB, Stasi, we had a plan to push back the progressives, to stem the tide. We were meeting, discussing strategy when bomb.
The Kursk bombing.
15 men were killed, and with them, our resistance. Rumors began that the Americans were involved. One name emerged. Yours. You came after my daughter. You exposed her as a dissident. She went to jail. After that, my loyalty was questioned. I was exiled to the Gulag, where one by one, her bones were sent to me.
You fled. Must have had help. Who?
There was a man. He said he could protect me from you.
What was his name?
I never met him. I don't know. His people, they called him the Decemberist. Please, that's all I know. You killed my friends. You destroyed my life once. Isn't that enough?
At some point, I may call, ask for your assistance.
But what?
The Decemberist.
We can't let him walk out of here.
He agreed when this was over, I'd arrest him.
That was 4 months ago. If you turn him in now, you're gonna go to jail. We both will.
I am not a murderer.
Neither am I. Look, you don't have to be the one to do it. There are people, but he can't walk out of here alive.
Close that door, keep him quiet.
Easy, compromise.
All right, I'm gonna need to see some kind of
Put the
ID.
gun down. We got a call. Reports of someone's trespassing.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. FBI. We're searching for 2 fugitives escaped from Cumberland last night. I cleared the boat, but they're said to be in the area and armed.
My office wasn't contacted.
Bureau would have reached out, but Homeland's running point. Go figure. If you do see anything,
Be careful.
yeah, you too. Dembe, where is he? You're working with Berlin?
I need to talk to you about a bombing in the Soviet Union. Kursk, 1991.
Fellow won't talk.
Keep pushing him.
I'm telling you, he's more scared of talking than he is of dying.
Keep pushing.
I'm gonna need lunch. Tuna on rye, coleslaw if they have it.
What the hell is going on?
We're shaking a few trees. There's been a development. It seems Berlin is merely a pawn who's been tragically manipulated.
Manipulated by who?
That's what Brimley's trying to ascertain.
Berlin killed Mira. He put Tom in my life, and every time you have a chance to stop him, you let him go.
Berlin will be held accountable for his actions after I acquire the name of the man who set him against me. A man they call the Decemberist. If you want to find the one ultimately responsible for gutting Harold Cooper and killing Mira Malik, I suggest you help me find him.
The man we're looking for is known as the Decemberist. His acts are said to have contributed to the end of communism in Eastern Europe.
How is he connected to Berlin?
He tried to assassinate him during a meeting in Kursk and faked his daughter's death.
Berlin's been hunting Reddington, hunting us, and now Reddington wants to help Berlin get revenge.
Kursk, that bombing. The men who were killed that day were leaders of the Soviet Old Guard.
You really think we should be helping these two settle scores?
Our goal is to take down Berlin. If that means solving a terrorism case along the way, I'm fine with that.
I'll contact the FSB.
They won't help. The bombing was considered an act of patriotism. That's why they never pursued it. Pull the Russian reports, the crime lab data. I want our own analysis. They have the bomber's DNA?
Yes, the Russian crime lab reported finding epithelial cells on the lip of a coffee tin found in the debris.
How do you know it was the bomber's DNA? Didn't anyone else like coffee?
The reports ID'd the explosive device as Semtex, same explosives a bomber used to down Pan Am 103 by hiding the explosives.
In a coffee tin. Our guy copied that.
They have a name?
Only a DNA profile, which was useless 20 years ago before they had a database to run it against. But today...
You found the Decemberist.
Kirill Morozov. 20 years ago, he was a low-level KGB operative.
And today?
One of the most powerful men in Russia.
Hey! Someone there?
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Please.
Kirill Morozov is one of Putin's most trusted advisors. The man runs the finance ministry.
And we have reason to believe he's responsible for the 1991 bombing in Kursk that left
12 people dead. In Russia, the FBI investigates crimes that happen in America or against Americans.
Reddington won't give us Berlin until we give him Morozov. At the very least, we should go there and question the man.
I'm not sending you to Moscow to interrogate a high-ranking Russian official about an act of terror he may or may not have committed 25 years ago.
Reddington gets to Morozov first. God knows.
Harold, that's an order.
That's it? You're just gonna stand down on this?
You heard her. My hands are tied. But Reddington has anonymous sources. I'm sure he'll get that name somehow. Won't he, Agent Keene?
Yes, sir. I'm sure he will.
Tell me you have a name.
I do, but this can't come back on the task force. Are we clear?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
What, everything okay?
No, everything's not okay. We got a situation here.
Hey, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Lizzie, what's going on?
The Decemberist. His real name is Kirill Morozov.
Something's wrong.
Kirill Morozov.
got a name.
So it's done?
No.
What are you proposing?
A trip to Moscow.
I went out for a smoke and he was here.
Hell?
Homeboy had a gun.
Are you out of your mind?
It was him or me.
He's got blood on him. What did you do? How are we supposed
If he doesn't answer that, someone is going to come looking for him.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let him go. We're gonna move Tom.
Let him go. He's gonna talk.
So let him talk. He says anything, it's his word against mine. He's an informant.
Look, lady, this is obviously official business. I can look the other way.
You gotta kill him.
No, please, listen.
Look, you let this guy go, he's going to the cops. And when he does, we are all going to jail, starting with you, for torture, kidnapping, wrongful imprisonment. Take your pick, sweetheart. You gotta kill him.
No, I can fix this. I have a storage unit. We'll wait till it gets dark. Keep him here temporarily until we can find another. Now!
Out of this way! Just let him do it!
Get your hands up! Tom, no! Tom, stop! Next one goes in your chest. Tom, let him go!
I think maybe you should call Mr. Kaplan.
Vadim, Mercury City Tower. Kirill Morozov is paranoid and well protected. He has no clear weakness for women or drink. However, like any politician, he does have an unending need to hide his ill-gotten gains.
The diamonds.
Which he buys and sells through your broker at Mercury City Tower in Moscow. It was a friendly and rather convenient diamond heist this morning. When Morozov learns the broker has been hit, he'll insist on a meeting to assess his exposure. When he does, we'll be there waiting. Milos, focus.
I've made Morozov millions, and he's the one who set all this in motion.
Milos, the meeting at Mercury Tower, when it happens, it'll happen fast, before the MUR arrives.
My people will be ready. I am retribution.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kursk!
Milos,
The bombing, my daughter, all of it brings us here.
I did what I was told.
You're not the Decemberist.
It was the American. It was him. They gave the order.
What people?
I can't say.
Who is the Decemberist?
Fitch. His name is Alan Fitch.
Milos, this you cannot do.
Give me one reason.
Because he's mine.
Yours. He gave the orders, discredited you, and you want to protect him?
This is not for you to do.
But I will. Alan Fitch is dead.
Call the florist.
The Joint Chiefs want another forward base. That will only happen if we can convince Islamabad.
Which is unlikely.
It will happen if we tether it to foreign military investment. Alan?
Sir, will you make the call?
A little early in the day, don't you think, Ray?
I'm still on Moscow time. Just got back from calling on an old friend of yours, Kirill Morozov.
You met with the Russian finance minister? To what end?
To his end, as it turned out. Drink?
The finance minister of Russia is dead. If a single word, a whisper of this gets out, if anyone even suspects we sanctioned...
I didn't sanction anything.
Damn it, Harold. Your team discovers Morozov was behind the Kursk bombing, and 18 hours later, he's dead. Reddington is behind this.
Reddington called an hour ago. He believes Alan Fitch's life is in danger.
Did Reddington bother to tell you why Berlin is suddenly interested in killing Alan Fitch?
He believes he's the one who orchestrated the Kursk bombing.
Are you accusing the assistant director of national intelligence of being a terrorist?
We need to bring him in.
Alan Fitch is not your concern. I'll contact the Secretary of Homeland Security and have the situation handled.
Ray, will you listen?
We had an agreement.
Yes.
I don't go after you. You don't come after me.
I know the terms, Ray. But Berlin predates it.
You ordered the bombing in Kursk. Then you pinned it on me. You blame me for killing his daughter. Some years ago, a copy of this photo was left on the corpse of an associate of mine. Taking it as a warning, I traced the girl to a man they called the stew maker. He told me a story about the girl. She was sent to him by a man she'd never met. She was in trouble, needed to disappear, so he took her photo, put it in a locket, and sent it to her father. All those years spent searching for the man who supposedly murdered his daughter. And it was you. You sat here in this very room and pretended you had no idea who Berlin was or why he was coming for me. He was coming, Alan, because you sent him.
I sent a lot of guys. You and I were not on the best of terms at the time. And since you're playing the innocent victim in all this, let me remind you, you stole some very damaging information about us when you disappeared.
You violated our agreement.
No. I honored it. I got the others to hold off, but Miloš Kirkov, Berlin, whatever the hell name he's using, he chewed through the leash. I couldn't stop him.
Well, now your dog is tracking a new scent. Yours. And there's nothing I can do about that, Alan. I have my people looking for him, but Berlin has gone into the wind. And he's coming for you.
You have no allies in my group. Without me to protect you, they'll take you down and they'll let the chips fall where they may. So this is as much your problem as it is mine.
ODNI has credible intel that there might be an attempt on your life.
What did they say?
Still waiting to hear. They want to move you to Fort McNair to do a full briefing.
Deputy Fitch, Homeland Security. We need you to come with us.
Guardians en route. Delivery on schedule.
Our office is notifying the university.
Мы получили посылку.
Contact the DC field office. Give me an update on any eyewitnesses. Satellite footage. Alan Fitch's abduction must be on Mossad's radar. Reach out to your people in Tel Aviv, and you talk to them.
Elizabeth, we need to talk now. Tom.
What?
You told me Tom is dead. He's not.
Who told you he's alive?
I'm disappointed you haven't felt that you could trust me enough to tell me this.
Look, okay, I lied. But I only kept it a secret because I know you want him dead.
No, you kept it a secret because you didn't want to admit to yourself that you still love him. That even after everything he has done, after how horribly he treated you, you still can't let him go. So, you're playing house.
I've been using him as a source, and he's been incredibly valuable.
Normally, any intelligence you could gather from Tom Keene would be yesterday's news. But Berlin has gone to ground and is likely dependent on former assets he used when your husband was in his employ. So it seems Tom may be of some value after all. I need to know everything he can tell you about Berlin's former safe houses, former contacts. All that matters is finding Alan Fitch.
This ends now.
I already gave you Berlin. I told you where to find him.
Yes, and he disappeared.
I did everything I could. From in here.
Forget it. I already
And I told you it's the only way. Take a look, Liz. This is a problem. And time is not on your side.
I need information, not advice.
We both know that you are in over your head. You are not equipped for this, Liz, because you are not a killer. It's why I'm still alive and why you've got a corpse lying there that you have done nothing with. And your bodyguard, the one that you shot, where do you think he is right now? He's getting a gun, Liz, so he can come back here and kill me and then probably kill you too. Now, I told you there is a way out of this. I can give you Berlin, and all you have to do is let me go. Gosh, he's a popular guy. I bet somebody's gonna miss him.
Berlin.
Orenburg 6.
Scorpio.
That function is no longer valid.
Wait, listen. Tell him Tom Keene wants to talk.
Why would you do this? You're risking everything.
To find Berlin?
You're a federal agent harboring a fugitive. I mean, worse than that. You're keeping him captive.
500 cops are out there looking for Fitch right now, and we're gonna find him because of this.
I thought you were dead.
I need you to bring me in.
No.
Listen to me. I can help you.
Well, time has passed. Plans have changed.
I know you have Fitch. I know everything they know about you and your operation. You're gonna want to hear it, but I'm not telling you anything until you bring me in.
Whether he leads us to Fitch or not, I gotta take him in. Are you hearing me? You had to know when you told me that this is where it was gonna go. Liz, I can't be part of this.
He's an informant, like Reddington.
The difference is, I'm not in love with Reddington.
I got an address.
Where?
Where? What difference does it make? Where? What, you're gonna follow his lead to someplace he says Berlin is hiding? No, there could be 50 guys waiting.
That's stupid.
Hey, shut up. I wasn't asking you.
You want Berlin or not?
There's no way I'm gonna let you go in there. This is a setup, an ambush.
What are you, her boyfriend?
Hey! What address?
$3952 Spalding Street, apartment 24.
Hey, pal. I'm coming for you.
Good luck with that.
I think we have a problem.
Clear it out. Let's go. Clear out. Clear out.
Looks like we're dealing with a plastic explosive, C4, approximately 2 kilos. Sir, the blasting cap's wired to a receiver. We found our detonator.
This thing can be detonated remotely. We need to jam the frequencies in case this nut job tries to set it off and blow us to hell.
Then you're gonna disarm it?
We have a vehicle for controlled detonation. It should be big enough to accommodate Mr. Fitch and one of my men. Once he's contained, then we can attempt to disassemble and disarm the device.
Well, how long is that thing gonna take to get here?
Half hour minimum, unless you've got another RF-resistant armored box that fits too.
Actually, I think it fits 4.
managed to gain access to the internals, trying to circumvent the keypad. Here's what we got so far. The Semtex runs along the circumference of the collar, as you can see. Case within that, approximately 14 inches of solid core wire connected to a microprocessor, which, among other things, creates a closed circuit.
So if you cut the collar off, you interrupt the circuit and bang?
Then how do we disable it?
Cautiously. We need to chip through the Semtex to see exactly what's underneath. Make sure there aren't any redundant circuits or backups.
And you can do that without triggering that thing?
We'll find out, won't we?
Look, I know I disobeyed the directive.
You found him. That's all that matters. Fill me in.
You got played, Keen. I mean, look at it. Berlin's gone. Tom's free.
He brought us Fitch.
Berlin handed us Fitch on a silver platter after he had a bomb strapped to his neck. Look, I've been thinking about what I said in the car.
Don't worry about it, Wrestler. I'll tell Cooper.
I understand you're responsible for finding Fitch. About the source.
Yeah.
Does he have information about Berlin?
Yes, I believe he does.
I don't care if your source is confidential or what promises you've made him. I want him here. I want him interrogated. And I want his name.
You must be kidding.
Do I sound like I'm kidding?
It's Reddington. Your source is Reddington.
Please excuse my intrusion. I'm curious. Your father, I assume he's been trying to reach you. Is he called? I thought as much.
Sir, the device has a secondary detonator built in as a safeguard.
What kind of safeguard?
A timer. We think it was activated when the receiver broke radio contact.
How long do you have?
It's unclear. We can see the timing circuit, but there's no display. It could be a minute, could be an hour.
You're not hungry?
It's fine.
Let's get you something else. Huh? Whatever you like. I can tell them to go.
No, I'm the one who should go.
No. They make you uncomfortable, eh? I'm glad you called. You're scared? I am too. I don't know how to talk to someone like you.
I really should go.
No, please don't. I know you have your life. I have no place there. I know. But I just want you to stay a little longer.
Hello, Milosh. Thank you, my dear. Passports, tickets, and my eternal gratitude. The bomb. I need to know how to stop the bomb.
I don't know.
That's the wrong answer.
I'm telling you, I don't.
Think harder.
What's your name, son?
What?
Your name, what is it?
Sir, I need to be as still as possible. Any movement, vibrations of your voice.
You have a wife? Kids? That's what makes it the hardest, wife and kids. I've been in the intelligence field a long time now. On my orders, 763 men and women have died in service to their country. And there wasn't a grieving wife or mother or husband I didn't either call or visit personally. Thank them for their sacrifice. That's what makes it the hardest. The families. You can't disarm it, can you?
Sir, I asked you to be as still as possible.
763. That's more than enough. I'm not gonna make it 764. What's your name?
Mike. My name's Mike.
Go home, Mike. You've done everything you can. Harold, I know you're listening. Tell Ray I need to see him.
What a long, strange trip it's been, Alan.
Listen to me, Ray. I don't know how much time we have, so you need to pay attention. I've been able to hold everyone off, convince them that it's in their best interests to let you live. But people aren't as scared as they once were. Some aren't so sure you even have it. Do you have it, Ray? Do you have the fulcrum? They're going to demand proof.
I can't stop this thing, Alan. I tried, but can't.
My death will trigger a series of events. The moderates are already outnumbered. The closer we get to 2017, the more radicalized they'll become. Talk to Mitchum and Hobbs. They might be persuaded. Jasper sides with the Chinese. Wait, listen to me, Ray. This is critical. I have a safe. Get to it. The combination. 83044. Remember that. Say it back.
83044.
83044. Margaret's birthday.
You've had a wonderful life together, Alan.
51 years. Last month.
The safe.
Yeah, the safe. It's in St. Petersburg, in the wall, on the second floor.
Untie him. Thank you. Zdrowie.
Zdrowie. I remember the parades from when I was a young boy, standing by my father, seeing those trucks coming by with the rockets and cannons. Beautiful. And all those men marching as one, saluting at me as one. Our soldiers, our nation. Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space. We were so proud.
Your gentleman friend with the earrings said he moved the body. Mr. Kaplan is with him now. We're trying to contain the situation. You should have come to me.
I didn't need to.
Look around you, Lizzie.
We found Fitch because of Tom.
It wasn't worth it. Not if the cost was you here in this. filth.
I couldn't do it. I told you I could kill Tom, but after you left, I just... After all the lies and everything he did to me, I told myself I was using him. That I was finally in control.
When you love someone, you have no control. That's what love is. Being powerless.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you.
Do you have it?
You are never to see her again.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't think you do. Look at me. You are never to see her again.
You know, for what it's worth, I spent 4 months on that ship chained up. And I never told her about us. Not one word.
Just now getting word of a story developing out of Hong Kong. Sources say authorities there have apprehended legendary criminal Raymond Reddington. He's been on the FBI's most wanted list longer than any other fugitive. But tonight, sources are confirming Reddington was arrested in Hong Kong just hours ago. Reddington was once a rising star at the Pentagon.
Sources say he was being groomed for admiral when, on Christmas Eve 1990, while on his way home
to visit his wife and daughter, Reddington vanished.
4 years later, Reddington resurfaced and was charged with treason in absentia for selling top-secret American intelligence to foreign states.
From this point forward, you don't exist.
That's a load off.
Just hours ago, the U.S. State Department confirmed Reddington has been remanded into U.S. custody, but officials will not comment on his current location.
Reddington's off the radar.
What do you mean? We don't know where Reddington is?
CIA's not saying.
Why not? Reddington's our asset.
Only 41 people in the U.S. government know that. I've talked to all of them. Nobody knows where he is.
He's been on the run for 25 years. His arrest was bound to happen.
Reddington moves too fluidly to get caught up in something as obvious as a public assassination in Hong Kong. No, he wanted this to happen.
What if he didn't?
Why would Mr. Reddington want to get captured?
His arrest happened overseas. We have to assume he wanted proximity to something.
Well, if he's grabbed, it's either by the CIA ground branch or JSOC.
You think it's an intelligence apparatus that's holding him?
Scrub our sources at Langley and do it fast. Once they drop him whatever hole he's headed for, he's not coming back.
(202) 555-0151.
You speak when you're spoken to.
202 555 0151. Call the number. Ask for a houseman. Call the number. $50,000 will be transferred into the account of your choice. 50,000. All I want is 2 minutes with your warden.
All right, we found him. Hey, we got him. CIA analysts at Langley confirmed they're holding Reddington at an off-book lockdown called the Factory.
That's bad news. That's really bad news.
That place is real?
The factory. Wait, what's the factory?
It's a level 10 detention facility specifically designed to process detainees who've been trained to withstand interrogation and torture. Assets are brought in, information is squeezed out, data, intel, anything that may be of value.
This place is a slaughterhouse for spies.
They reduce them to ones and zeros. What's left is a husk that either rots away behind bars or is executed outright.
We've got to get him out of there.
You think the CIA is gonna let us talk to him? Just walk right in there? No.
He's our asset.
No, they're gonna keep him all to themselves.
If he went to this factory on purpose, I suspect it was to make contact with somebody he couldn't get to on the outside. Reddington gave up 25 years of freedom to see this guy. I want to know who he is and what intel he's got that's so damned important.
Master Sergeant Desmond says you offered him a bribe. Care to explain?
Within 12 hours, inmate Luther Todd Braxton will break out of his cell. When he does, he will steal a classified intelligence packet that contains secrets vital to your national security. The means for his escape and his team are already in place.
This story feels like a desperate last gasp from a dying man.
Could be. Regardless, if you don't move quickly, the prison will be overrun, and the dozens of innocent men and women who operate this facility will be subdued and executed, beginning with you.
Luther Braxton is in solitary.
Not for long.
He's not cooperating. Take him back to his cell. We go again in 2 hours.
Agent Cooper, Kat Goodson. As you know, the director has brought me here to liaison with your task force.
Of course. We've met. The correspondence dinner.
Ah, you were the Scotch. Neat. Please, tell us what you know.
I'm not at liberty to say.
The clandestine service is aware of the arrangement your task force has with Reddington. It's why we're running point through your office.
Well, then perhaps the director should have notified me before sending Reddington to the factory.
The section chief sent a cable from the warden. Said that Raymond Reddington claims that a detainee, one Luther Braxton, poses a national security threat. We're hoping that you can tell us something about their connection.
I don't know. Who's Luther Braxton?
Braxton is a thief. Interpol's been hunting him for years. He plans his heists to occur in the midst of chaos. He is organized, meticulous, and he is bloody.
He stole $282 million from Baghdad in the middle of Operation Shock and Awe. Abducted a CIA asset out of Iran during the '09 election protests. Later, he sold his secrets to Beijing.
The CIA announced his death 2 months ago.
We say that about a lot of the inmates of the factory. Truth is, Braxton's being interrogated for secrets he stole from the Chinese, from the Iranians, us.
Well, my money's on the fact that these two have a history together. Reddington, Braxton, they're planning something.
Whatever it is, you're going to find out.
Well, we don't have authorization.
You do now. Get to Reddington. Find out what he's up to.
Hey, Braxton, chow!
We have code Oscar, Block B, Dorm 6, activate critical response.
We need an emergency response team in Block B, now!
Tell me what you know.
I tried. It's too late. You've lost the facility.
No, you tell me I'm gonna have an escape before it happens. Now you're getting evac'd out?
How the hell am I getting evac'd out?
Orders from up top. Bureau's been cleared to send a team incoming now.
Radio that chopper. Tell him to turn around.
Why?
We got a problem here. I failed.
Radio
Sending
the
in the riot
chopper.
squad.
Get him to the evac team.
Radio the chopper.
Back up! Back up! No!
Inmate number 2532, Javier Chavez. I know this name. He was a court-martialed special operator at Fort Carson. We got Koon Fan, aka Cambodian Carl, did 10 years at USP Florence for hacking U.S. Missile Defense Agency.
What are you thinking?
I'm counting 3, 5, maybe 4 guys involved and processed into this facility within the last 3 months. Get a munitions expert, special forces. I'm counting 8 guys here. Khalid Sanker, Yemeni medic, Jonah Rodriguez, ex-Marine, and Cyrus Choi, who's a Red Bull enforcer out of Taiwan.
He's got an entire team in place.
What the hell is he doing?
Go! Go! Sir.
Next command to ACR. Block B has been breached. We need tactical reinforcement to the next.
Sir, we just lost video.
Gotta turn you back! We're in a full facility lockdown. We've had a breach. Detainees taking... Ah!
Easy.
Desmond to deck, command, prison for transport. Come back.
That $50,000 is still on the table, Desmond. It's yours for the taking. All you gotta do is help me to help you stay alive.
You sure about this?
Do it.
Eagle, Eagle, this is Major. We have breach alert. Please authenticate. Eagle, Eagle, this is Major. We have breach alert. Please authenticate.
The Eagle's dead.
Identify yourself.
I'm the man who just took over your gulag, and you're a desk jockey that's gonna put me in touch with somebody who matters. Clear?
Samar.
Wrestler, I can't put any weight on my foot.
Horrible, isn't it? This room. This is where all the prisoners come to die. After you break their minds. They're led here like cattle for you to slaughter.
When they put down your rebellion, pal, you're gonna take my place up here, I swear. Hey, get on your feet. Get your feet. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. Stay. Get on your feet.
Sir, sir, we have a situation. We've lost contact with Agent Keene.
What about Rustler, Navabi?
Nothing since after they touched down. I reached out to Langley. The entire facility is dark.
We've got Braxton. The CIA is patching him through. This is Agent Rosenberg. He's our hostage negotiator.
Tread lightly. Agent Rosenberg, those are my people inside there.
Understood, and they're gonna be fine. We're gonna take our time, hear what he has to say, and get everyone out alive. You ready? Mr. Braxton, this is Agent Philip Rosenberg.
The director of NCS has instructed me to open a dialogue with you.
We're not having a dialogue.
I'm here to listen, but first I just need to talk to the warden.
I just need to make sure that he's okay and can confirm the hostages are okay.
No, you are a water boy. A bureaucrat with a stack of cue cards.
Just need to talk to the warden.
Of course you do. Protocol. I have him right here.
This is Warden Mills.
Mr. Mills, everyone's okay?
Some casualties, but all accounted for.
That's terrific. Glad to hear your voice. See that, Mr. Braxton? I just wanted to talk to the warden. Mr. Mills? Warden? Mr. Mills?
I'm done talking to you, Mr. Rosenberg. I want to speak to somebody of real authority.
This is Harold Cooper, Assistant Director for the FBI.
Hello, Harold Cooper. I'm pretty sure you see how this works. I get what I need, or somebody dies. From here on forward, I am the warden. What the hell are you doing here?
I came to help get you out.
You came out of curiosity.
Or maybe I actually care about what happens to you.
Your government is being robbed.
From here? How? What's he after?
The Fulcrum.
I don't know what that is, the Fulcrum. What is that?
It's a blackmail file. Proof of the existence of an extraordinarily powerful clandestine organization. If their activities were made public, some of the most powerful and influential men would go to prison or be executed.
And it's here? This Fulcrum?
No, the Fulcrum isn't here, but I believe information critical to finding it is, and that's what Braxton wants. I'm here to stop him.
I can help you.
No, you need to leave.
Wrestler and Samar have been taken hostage.
They shouldn't even be here. You never should have come here.
Why didn't you come to us? What aren't you telling me? Why don't you want me here?
I'll get to Wrestler and Samar as soon as I can, but you need to get back on that
Not
chopper.
without Wrestler and Samar or you. Now, how are we going to stop Braxton? He has an entire team.
Well, sadly, there isn't a prison on Earth where I don't know a few guys.
If Braxton wants to access the secrets they beat out of us, he's going to need to get into the server, which is only accessible from the nest.
How about during a lockdown?
This facility is like a submarine. It's compartmentalized. It can only be shut down by sections. Security protocols render the entire server room completely inaccessible.
How the hell do you know that? I didn't know that.
Khan has broken out of 7 prisons. This will be 8.
This server room, where is it?
Northwest quadrant, basement. We can't get you inside, but the German, he has an idea.
Who's she? Who's this girl?
She's with me. Your idea?
The boiler room. It's located next to the server room. If you could get there, you could reprogram it to overload. The pressure would cause an explosion.
That would blow up the server room?
If you're lucky, you'll take out the server room. If you're unlucky, the whole prison craters.
You said if you could get there.
Yes, the only way into the boiler room undetected is through a single air duct. It's less than 24 inches square.
Looks like I'm the tunnel rat.
All right. Khan will guide you to the boiler room. Garnet and I will be waiting for you to let us in, then you'll reprogram the system.
So good.
What about me? What's my job?
You don't have a job. You're here because of what your cartel did to Felix Morales and my people in Reynosa. Okay, shall we go to work?
Braxton, you need to see this.
I'm sorry, the warden can't get to the phone right now. May I please take a message? Nothing? Not a